It's been a while since I did a top 10, so I decided to do 2 of them for this Zelda month. It's also because I wasn't sure what to completely do with this Zelda theme month anyway. Not a lot of lyrical songs to go off of. So this time around I will be talking about my top 10 Zelda companions. This one is a bit tricky to make because there barely is 10 Zelda companions, but I made it work. Now, I'm a story and sentimental kind of person, so some companions might be more helpful in gameplay than others, but I don't care too much for that. I care about the interactions that the companion has with Link, or you could even say us, the player. I want to warn you now that not many of you will agree with my top choices, but that's okay, we like different kinds of people, and that's good. There's no Oracle series companions on here because I don't consider the Oracle series canon, but you guys can like those characters, don't let me stop you. Now, enough forewarning, let's get to the list. Yeah, at the bottom of our list we have Isla from Phantom Hourglass. To be fair, I haven't played Phantom Hourglass fully, but yeah, I couldn't even remember this girl and I had to search her up to get a reminder. Now, Isla isn't horrible. She's nice and helpful, but she's not really interesting. The story tries to shove in the story about her being a goddess, and it's a big surprise, I guess. I don't know, we sort of have that story with another more interesting companion. If you guys like her, that's great, I just don't feel the same. Nami from Ocarina of Time. This is a risky choice, but hear me out. I don't hate Nami, and I respect her for being one of the first companions. I didn't find her too annoying like others did, though I agree I wish there was a way to shut her up at times. But she's sweet, and I like how Majora's Mask Link is searching for her in the beginning. That's cool, that just shows how much she meant to him. But beyond that, Nami is just sort of standard. Epona from, well, a lot of the games. Am I counting this? I guess I am. You can always count on Epona. Definitely a great addition to the franchise. I always found her design beautiful in any incarnation. She's a nice silent companion. Her accompanying song is one of my favorite Ocarina songs. You can't hate her, but she is just a normal horse and you can't get much more character from that. Tattle from Majora's Mask. Ugh, it hurts to put her so low, but the other companions all just have a little more to them. Out of the fairies, Tattle is definitely my favorite. I feel like her accompanying you makes more sense than all the other fairies. She's really sassy and funny, but you can see she has a heart. And she actually can help you on your adventure, far more than Zelda and Nami ever could. And story-wise, she has a personal connection to the main conflict, something that drives her throughout the whole game, and isn't a surprise revealed at the end. Don't let the low placement fool you. Tattle is a great companion, and don't you forget it. Eslo from Minish Cap. Not a lot of people talk about Eslo, which is a shame. I mean, he is pretty average for a companion, but he's still cool. Again, another snarky attitude companion, but you know he means well. Like Tattle, he is personally tied to the main conflict, which makes him and the story more interesting. He's sort of like that grandpa who tries to act stern with you, but you know deep down that he's proud of you. His connection with Vadi, the main villain, is bittersweet. And he actually helped you in gameplay, who saw it coming? Beck from Phantom Hourglass. Something good from Phantom Hourglass? The gasp! I should start out by saying I like Beck. What a guy. I'm a sucker for prideful men that turn into good guys. That is my weakness. Beck starts out as being selfish, but he's quick to start showing his loyalty, and the best part, he grows during the adventure. Beck starts out as this total coward, but during the journey he becomes braver, and man, I just love characters that develop so nicely like this. And he even sacrifices himself to protect you. How awesome is that? Beck, you are truly the best captain to sail the Hylian Sea, besides maybe Link. King of the Red Lions from Wind Waker. We are getting into heavy story characters here. I guess spoiler warning if you haven't played Wind Waker? If you haven't, you should, it's really good. King of the Red Lions, I'm sorry, that name is too long. We're just going to call him Daphnes, because that is his real name. He's another grandparent who's proud of you, but he isn't afraid to show it in this case. He's directly connected to the story, he helps during gameplay, he's got an interesting and really sad backstory, and the actions he takes in the game are pretty astonishing. This guy was the ruler of Hyrule before it was flooded. It flooded to sweep away evil and protect the Triforce, which it accomplished at the time. The king, now a poet, wishes to put together the Triforce to restore Hyrule to what it once was. But after the events of the game, he realizes that the world was fine as it was and had a chance at a bright future. So instead of bringing back the old, he drowns it away, allowing the new to flourish. He sacrificed his dreams for the potential of others, and you gotta respect that in a character. Midna, from Twilight Princess. Aw, you all thought she was number 1, huh? Well, not here. But Midna is in the top 3, so I know how important she is. She gets the snark down to the point, and she's completely involved in the plot. The reason she reaches this high is because, of course, her help during gameplay, but she was also the first companion to really step out and be more important than other characters. I mean, you go in and think the Twilight Princess is Zelda, but no, it's this imp girl you met, and that's awesome. In seconds, Midna becomes more important than the title character, something a normal companion hadn't been able to do. Actually, I don't think any of the other companions reach that much importance. Except for the next one. Zelda, from Spirit Tracks. These top 2 are gonna get a lot of hate, but this is my opinion. If you think different, that's fine with me. For the first time, the title character is with you consistently throughout the whole game. How refreshing is that? To start out, gameplay-wise, Zelda's the ultimate companion. She's actually really helpful with advice, and her abilities as a spirit go beyond that. She can possess phantoms and use them to aid the player. I'm sorry, but that's way past cool. The whole story is directly connected to her, and she feels like she's needed there, rather than forced there. She's a lovable companion, and the moments she shares with Link here are just perfect. Especially that last blow to Malatus together. Vi, from Skyward Sword. So many people are going to disagree with me. But that's alright, because no matter what you say or do, Vi will always be my favorite companion. I guess I will start out with why people don't like her, but why I do. People don't generally like her because she's a lot like Nami. She's constantly reminding you of doing things you need to do, items you pick up, and that your batteries are dying. But like I said with Nami, I don't mind that stuff. It's easier to tune out with Vi in my opinion. But if that makes you not like her, then I get it. I want to talk about character with Vi first. Vi is mysterious and complex, but emotionless when you first meet her. You aren't sure what her purpose is, and you're not even sure why she's with you aside to lead you on this great prophecy. Throughout the adventure, Vi goes along with you and experiences the many experiences that you do and learns. She sings and she dances, maybe one of her ways to express her feelings or thoughts. By the end of the game, you may not see it, but you have grown to love the little mathematician, and then you have to say goodbye. If Vi was done wrong, she would fall into slumber being the same person she started out, but no. She admits that she is starting to feel like a normal human being, and even considers Link to be more than a master, but a friend. I've said goodbye to a lot of companions, but never have I cried for a Zelda companion like I did for Vi. I'll be quick with gameplay so I can get to my main point. Vi is basically a computer. She knows about anything and everything. Just target it, and she can tell you about it. Besides that, she is a built-in dowser, and that can come in handy. She also gives you the ability to place light beams from the heavens to help you find your way around the surface. But this is my main point on why Vi is the best companion. It's because she's the Master Sword. Vi is the most important sword in the Zelda universe, story-wise. Vi has been your companion in more games than any other Zelda companion. She's been with you since A Link to the Past. Vi has always been by your side, little did you know. And guess what? We would never change that. She might be silent in other incarnations, but the spirit of Vi will always rest within the Master Sword, and as long as we return to that blade, we will be returned to our lovely sword spirit. Farewell, Vi. Your voice may be lost, but your spirit will always be with us. I can't wait to draw the Master Sword once more and have another journey with you.